let's get into it. First up, the American Music Awards were last night, and if you didn't see it, don't worry, because we're about to break it down right here for you.
Yes.
Host and producer of the show, and our girl, Tracee Ellis Ross, and her stylist, who I love, Carla Welch. Yes, chose to put inclusion front and center, choosing to wear only black designers, as Tracee put it, for the culture. Yes. Check out her pink Pierre Moss pantsuit she rocked on the red carpet. I loved this.
Amazing.
So beautiful,
So
well-fitted, everything. A few of Tracee's other looks included a Dapper Dan Gucci cape, which she
Dapper
took
Dan.
off to reveal a gorgeous black sequin Nicholas Gibran bodysuit underneath, a leopard print belted catsuit by Sergio Hudson, and an I Am a Voter t-shirt tucked into a hot pink A-line maxi skirt by Chanel Campbell. Love it. Now, what I love about this is at award shows, everybody's going for the OOTD, but this was using fashion as a form of activism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is a place to use the best platform. And I love, Tracee, that you opened up with Pierre Moss, because he's one of the most vocal people when it comes to using his runway as a platform to talk about racial injustice. He even one time had a video of police brutality featured as one of his runway, shows. And it's just... It's amazing to be able to see somebody have so much fun, be so engaged in the moment at the AMAs, while giving a really strong message that we need to feel and hear right now.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, someone else that gave a message last night was Taylor Swift. She made statements and she set records. Swift won 4 AMAs, bringing her career total to 23, you guys.
Some
as
stiff
the female
competition,
artist
too.
with the most wins. Now, Taylor was also speaking out a lot this week about her political views, and during her acceptance speech for Artist of the Year, she made this plea to her fans.
Thank you so much for this, and I just wanted to make a mention of the fact that this award and every single award given out tonight were voted on by the people, and you know what else is voted on by the people? Is the midterm elections on November 6th. Get out and vote.
Wow. Get out and vote. She was great as well.
That's a very important message, especially coming from her, because, young people, it has been reported, you guys aren't voting. I'm looking at some of y'all out there.
No, for
You're
real.
not registered to vote.
Yes.
18 to 26, y'all got to do better.
You got to. You guys are the next generation.
Yes.
It's up to you to make the change that you want to see in this world.
And I applaud Taylor, because it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Because she's been so apolitical. It takes a lot to step up and say, you know what, I'm going to make a statement. And she's getting a lot of heat for it, but she's also getting a lot of support.
For sure.
It's just, times are changing. Sometimes you have to step up and use your platform for something good.
And we also want to applaud the people that did go out there and take action when you heard Taylor, because after she put out that message, 240,000 people registered to vote in 48 hours.
Right.
According to vote.org.
So that goes to show you the impact that she has, especially because she does have a younger audience, and that's really the people that need to get out there and vote. At this moment, I think they're saying only 26, I could be wrong, 26% of that age group has registered right now.
That's so low.
That's so low.
This is your world. This is your country.
What are you doing,
Take care of
guys?
it.
You guys are the future.
And if you have already voted, encourage someone else to vote. Encourage your friends. Get them together. That's such an important message. Another big winner last night was my girl, Cardi B. Cardi took home 3 AMAs and used her acceptance speech for Best Rap Hip Hop Artist to call out a few of her doubters. Check it out.
I really want to thank my daughter. And not just because she's my daughter, but when I was pregnant, I was just so influenced to be like, yo, I gotta do this. I gotta show people wrong. I gotta prove people wrong. Because they said I wasn't gonna make it after I had a baby.
I love her. I love that girl. She was like, I want to thank Jesus. I was here for it. I think what I love most about this right here is that it is true. Sometimes you have to take those negative voices in your head and you got to turn that around into a positive and use that as your driving force and your motivation to kill it. Somebody says you can't do something, that should drive you 10 times more to want to do it.
Exactly.
And I really love, she calls out the stigma that everybody gets when you get pregnant. People think that you have to put a pause on everything, that
Yeah.
everything has to stop. And Cardi, you took us through your entire pregnancy up to the breastfeeding today. She really took us through the entire journey to show us that she can still perform, still be on the gram, still speak up about things, still,
and find balance. She obviously did cancel being on the Bruno Mars tour,
Yeah.
but I think it's important to show that you need balance in your life. It can't be all work.
It's balance.
And that she did prioritize being a mother.
And actually, the opposite happens. After you have a baby, you have this new perspective on life, and you usually have this newfound confidence. And you definitely can see that in Cardi B.
She looks
She is
amazing.
living her best life, and she's looked the best that she
Ever.
ever has.
She looked
She's looking
absolutely
really
incredible.
good. Okay, so the evening closed with a beautiful tribute to the legendary Aretha Franklin. Aretha's longtime friend Gladys Knight took the stage to sing Amazing Grace that brought the entire audience to its feet.
Amazing. I loved everybody that got out there to perform. CeCe Winans was there.
Yep.
You also had Mary, Tina and Erica Campbell were there. They were killing it. I think it's awesome that they paid homage to where Aretha's voice came from, which started off in the church, gospel music. And I think to really celebrate that was beautiful, to show her grassroots and the foundation of who Aretha Franklin and her sound.
I love that, but you know,
What?
Aretha was a lot more than gospel, y'all. And if you're
yeah.
gonna do a tribute, I feel like you should do a whole tribute. So hopefully,
There's so
because
much
they
more.
just did gospel, and yes, gospel was a part of her. That's how she got her
Yeah.
start. But this woman did 50 years
Yeah.
of song and music.
That is true.
And
I think they intentionally did like a tribute to her life versus a tribute to her music. So I think this was like a
But
tribute to her life. Like,
but it was more than gospel. It was more than just, you know what I mean? It's like, let's relive her songs. But this is my thing. I think what happened, okay, people got to realize, because my friend that works at BET, you know, whenever somebody passes, they're like, okay, we're trying to find somebody to do songs. A lot of people don't know music, and a lot of the singers today, it's hard for them to learn the songs. So a lot of times you got to take time to learn the songs and things like that.
or
so,
they're intimidated because they can't
because
sing
they don't
the
have,
songs.
maybe they don't have the voice, or they don't, you know what I mean? But we have a lot of good singers like Lettucey and Jill
She
Scott.
came out.
and Kelly
Lettucey was there.
Price.
I missed
Right.
Lettucey. So sorry, Lettucey. I missed you. And
Lettucey was
But
great. And
Love her.
as an entertainer, a singer, Adrian, are you allowed to choose the songs that you want to sing?
You can ask. You can say,
Okay.
hey,
Right.
I'd love to sing this song. They might have another artist that they like. Nah, she's gonna sing this song.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think that it gets really touchy and it's really hard to do a tribute to somebody as great as Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
You got to be
'Cause there's
honest.
so many choices.
And
Wow.
the
Yeah.
criticism that's gonna come. I mean, you hit one wrong note on an Aretha Franklin tribute, and you are going
Right.
to be trashed. Shade Room is going to talk about you all day long. I love that Tracy Ellis Ross gave a shout out to the Shade Room on there. But I'm just saying, it's true. Like, they will drag you. We saw that with even what Ariana Grande sounded amazing. Then it was her dress.
Yeah.
If it wasn't it'll be something because they are not Aretha Franklin.
But I think hopefully the Grammys will do it right. They will actually celebrate her song.
if you could
that's what
put
we
together an
remember her
Aretha
from.
Franklin tribute,
Uh-huh.
who would we put? How would we do this?
Lord. Like
my
I
God.
said, I named off a lot. I got Jennifer Hudson. You know, I got
Jennifer
Mariah
Hudson would
Carey.
be awesome.
I got Lettucey, Jill Scott,
I would say
Kelly
Fantasia.
Price. Fantasia. You know, there are a lot of good singers. They just got to work up. They got plenty of time. Come on, Grammys. Don't let us down. Now,
Here we go.
well, the award for worst driver might go to Terrence J.
Oh, God,
Terrence
this
J
is
and
bad.
his
It
girlfriend
really is.
Jasmine Sanders, also known as Golden Barbie, are under investigation following a horrific car crash yesterday in Los Angeles. The $200,000 McLaren car was registered to Terrence, and it was totaled after it crashed into a tree, knocking over a water pipe at 12:30 a.m. Tuesday
Jesus.
morning. No one was hurt.
Thank
but
God.
witnesses-
Thank God.
Luckily.
Witnesses say they saw the couple fleeing from the scene following the accident. Now, TMZ reported that witnesses saw Jasmine driving the car, something that her rep, they're denying it. In fact, the rep says she wasn't even there. This sounds real suspicious.
Yeah, it sounds a little fishy
so
because
weird.
the reality is, if you didn't do anything wrong, you wouldn't flee. And not only that, like, I would be on every platform saying, on my social media platform saying, thank God, I have a testimony. I survived that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
I don't know.
That,
Not only
looking
that,
at that car,
That's crazy.
It also doesn't paint a good picture when you leave that destruction in that dismay,
It's a crime.
in the middle
It's a
of a
crime.
public area, not checking for anybody, like it's just ghost, it only leads to negative accusations.
Yeah.
It only leads
And I'm
to
not talking
suspicious.
about him, but if you drunk, you leave the scene. That's what a lot of people do,
It seems-
so that they don't get arrested, and then they'll wait.
So it's painting
Or
a bad picture.
intoxicate,
This is
not
not a
only
good
just
look.
alcohol.
Well,
it
they
could be
say it's
anything.
not
Yeah.
illegal, and to correct me if I'm wrong, because clearly I'm not a driver, I don't know about this, but I heard that if you leave the scene, you can leave a note with
I
your
don't think
phone
they left
number.
a note.
You can say
did.
on the note, you can say, I called the police, maybe it was taking too long for them to come, I've headed home, please reach me at, but you leave a note. This is a $200,000
Yeah,
car.
okay.
No one leaves there.
All of that is true.
And how does that
Legal.
work with
That's 'cause
insurance?
you gotta be sober to write a note.
Right. If you drunk, how you gonna write a note? That's the thing.
But you know,
Allegedly.
But is that illegal to write a
It's
note?
not. It's
No,
not illegal.
it's
What
not.
you're saying is correct.
Yes.
If you, because sometimes you know you might crash into somebody's car and they're not there, so you're supposed to
Yeah.
leave a note and,
And
you
the
leave
fa-
the information.
The fact of the matter is they didn't leave a note and they left. So that is a felony. It's
It
a crime.
is?
Yes.
Yeah,
A hate
oh,
crime
yeah.
is a
That's
crime.
your
But this is the
responsibility.
thing, you guys. They're gonna find out because they have cameras,
Yeah,
around,
street
and then
cams.
also all they have to do is check their phone.
Yeah,
Your
but-
phone actually pings your location. There's cell towers all around. They can just get a subpoena and
And
just
they
move
know
your
whose
phone.
car it is because the car is registered to your name. All they have to
Yeah.
do is run your license plate.
But
So you
they're
might as well
not.
just
I
be
don't know if
honest.
they're sure that you
It
don't know
depends on who
who's-
was behind the wheel. though.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's
it's
the problem.
registered, but who is responsible? Who done it, people?
I
Who
know.
done it?
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out what you guys have to say. We asked your thoughts on Terrence J and his girlfriend allegedly fleeing the scene. At P-Town 530 said, compassion for others is an attractive quality. Anyone who flees the scene
Yeah.
of an accident has a serious lack of compassion. If they did do it, they need some Jesus. Well, I think in this case,
No,
They didn't
Jesus
hurt.
should have taken the wheel.
Nobody
That's
was
what we
hurt.
needed.
no one was hurt. So in this
Thank
case,
God
they
for
didn't
that.
hurt anybody. There was obviously some damage to the street and the sidewalk, but they
the
didn't
car,
hurt anybody.
Can we say the car is total $200,000?
Yeah, girl, that's like, yeah.
Okay, I have another question. Where insurance is concerned, because this was considered a hit and run, does insurance cover that $200,000 McLaren?
If you have it, yeah. if you
Even
do.
though you ran?
Look, this is what I think. This is, even
does.
if you
It
ran,
covers it.
insurance covers. That's why you pay insurance. It's not criminal though. The thing is, I think, allegedly, he probably was wasted. Okay.
Yeah, because
And
at
he left.
bartender
That's the
Brightside
only
Tavern
reason.
said alcohol and/or drugs were involved. Why else run away?
Yeah, that's
it
what I'm
had to
saying.
be that, because if you
Well-
just crash, you just crash.
Okay, hold on though. There's also the idea that because we know that they're a couple and we know
Right.
that they're a public couple, what if whoever was driving wasn't with the person they're supposed to be with? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
because
So
we
you're
are
saying
gonna say
maybe she wasn't there? There's another girl?
Eyewitnesses say that they saw a female driving the car.
Okay.
And that they saw her run from the thing. So if Jasmine Sanders was not the one in the car, this is about to be a Law and Order SVU
Yes.
episode.
Okay.
And this is about to take a real left turn. And all I'm waiting for is the dum dum.
Yes.
So
Who was in the car then?
who was in the car then? That even makes this more scandalous.
Yes.
But I have to ask you guys a question. If your significant other was driving your $200,000 McLaren and totaled it like this, how is that conversation going?
Well, that's why you have insurance.
Yeah, I
for
was
me.
about to say.
And okay, again, I don't know how car insurance works 100%.
Yeah.
That covers that completely, so he'll get his full car.
It depends on the type of policy and things that he
Yes.
has. But I'm sure for a $200,000 car, he got the complete coverage.
What I would be doing is checking Los Angeles airport, see if any of them left the country.
But I can tell you this much, his rate's
know?
about to go up, though. I
That's
can
the
tell
thing.
you that.
I would be upset because if that is on your insurance, that's going to be bad. Your
Really?
rate will go up.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, it's
you'll
going
get
to go
points.
up completely.
So I would like, don't put that on my
Okay.
insurance. Put it on
See,
yours.
on an average $200,000 car, what are you paying on insurance?
Oh,
Ballpark.
I'm that girl when I rent a car, I barely scrap in for extra insurance. So I gotta
Exactly.
think twice sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you get that extra charge, because I think I have insurance already, so I don't want to cover. You know when they charge you more for
Right.
the rental car
Oh,
insurance?
yeah.
And if somebody else out there trying to save money, sometimes you're like, nah, fam, I'm good.
No, that's Genie all the way. I just want to read this last one. At Terrence Unruly, I thought it was weird because Terrence said, this is 100% wrong. If you get into a car accident, it's important that you stay and just face the consequences because it'll only get worse if you flee the scene. This is so immature.